welcome to the Lone Star State and Houston, Texas. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, this was once Clutch City. Now it's no doubt the land of threes.
Oh, Ed, do you smell that? There's some seasoning going on out there. There's going to be some cooking tonight.
It could be sizzling here this evening. Let's get ready for the opening tip. The opening tip won by the Rockets as we're underway in Houston. Down to Fareed. Kenneth Fareed powers it down. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet. And one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in a game, they can help you sustain that energy.
Short jumper off the mark. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
It's in the hands of Harden. To Westbrook. Harden shoots. Knocks it down. Off the step back. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Screen coming. To Holiday. 5 to shoot for the Pelicans. Holiday. Not that time. He missed it. Westbrook into the front court. Lead is 2. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Harden in possession. Leads a bucket. James Harden, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Holiday in possession. Looking to make something happen. To Favors. Off the assist.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Rockets in control of the basketball. Harden. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
These breakdowns happen because a team lacks communication. You have to point towards your man, keep that butt towards the baseline, and make sure you communicate through every screen.
Drew Holiday matched up with Harden. To Ball. Fine to shoot. Has a look. Wide open look. Won't go.
Woo, I'm telling you right now, he will not get a better look than that right there the rest of the night.
Fires the 3. He drills the 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
To Favors. Holiday. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. Goes to the left side. And strokes it.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Substitutions, New Orleans.
It's Harden. And the rebound taken by the Pelicans. Redick with it. Down 5. Trying to cash in. Redick with a shot, no good. Rivers into the front court. He'll run the offense. And look out. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Redick. Tyson Chandler swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Can't connect from inside. Rivers to bring it into the front court. Lead stands at 7. To Harden. And the Pelicans able to clear the rebound. In the slam.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Rivers with the basketball. Up 5. Here comes the screen. And finishes strong. Deep 3 at the buzzer. So the Rockets with the lead after 1 at Toyota Center. Jay and I back with more of NBA Wednesday night on EA Sports after this. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
Everyone gets free pizza.
Hart to Favors. Nothing going here on that drive. Hart. 4-3. Smothering D.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Westbrook. Oh, Russell Westbrook. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Hart against Westbrook. Lets it fly from long range. Knocks down the 3.
There is no doubt about it, Ed. This is the best isolation weapon versus lockdown defenders ever made.
So tough to guard on that trip. To Fareed. Nene to Westbrook. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Gets a shot up off the mark. From the painted area, won't go down. Another follow, stays out. Gordon with it, up by 6. Here comes the screen. Oh, Russell Westbrook. He's 2 for 2 now. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
Redick to Favors. Won't go. Gordon with it. His team on top by 8. Russell Westbrook powers it through.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
The Pelicans will take the timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Lonzo Ball against Harden. Oh, the touch at the rim. Counted.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Now it's Harden, controlling the offense. Probing the defense. Harden, down to Chandler, to Covington. Has a chance. Covington with a shot that's off the mark. Holiday controls the basketball. Down 8. He gets it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Harden to Fareed. Harden to Fareed. Can't connect from in close. Ball.
Right.
Etuan Moore, defended by Tyson Chandler. 5 to shoot for the Pelicans. Lets it fly from beyond the arc.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First try, no good. Knocks down the second free throw.
For Houston, number 0, Russell Westbrook.
Westbrook with it. Leads 4. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Ball with the basketball. Final minute, first half. To Holiday. And he's going to the free throw line.
Now here's your chance to make them pay for making you the target of hacking. Well, actually, your free throw shooting made you a target, but you can still fix that.
First one goes down. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Westbrook into the front court. The margin is 3 as we approach halftime. Slam dunk, Russell Westbrook.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Ball. To Holiday. Deep left corner. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Harden into the front court. His guys should be able to get the final shot. Oh, Russell Westbrook. He's now 5 for 6. Late heave to beat the buzzer. We've reached halftime in a 2-point game. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
your halftime report.
The Rockets have the lead, but not by much. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scores for the Houston Rockets. The Pelicans aren't down by much after 2 quarters. And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up. These are the guys getting buckets for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Game track. Field goals.
For each of these squads, the common theme has been a disciplined approach on offense. That's the reason why you're seeing a nice field goal percentage on both sides of the ball. Smart shot selection is a key part of that fact.
Player of the half.
Russell Westbrook did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Ball into the front court. His group now down 2. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. A drive-by ball, but he can't finish. Westbrook will cross the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Harden buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Holiday in possession. The deficit now up to 5. And that's rebounded by Houston. Houston takes over. Harden. And the rebound comes down to New Orleans. Takes stock of the floor. It's Fareed with the rebound. Harden with the basketball. Leads 5. To Westbrook. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Harden. Tough shot. He hits.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Ball. Robert Covington. Huge block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
And now Houston has the basketball. Probing the defense. Harden. Not that time.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Lonzo Ball against Clint Capella. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. Has a look. No good. Westbrook with the basketball. It's an 8-point lead. Trying to cash in. Shot by Westbrook. Won't go. Lonzo with it. He'll run the offense. Shot clock. It's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Jumper's good.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Harden in possession. Up 6. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't go down. Holiday to Ball. Can't miss those. Cruises inside for 2.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Hart defended by Rivers. A pass taken away by the Rockets. Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Knocked loose. Rockets come up with it. Shot from Tyson Chandler. Knockout blow. Slams it down.
The veteran. He's made a living by doing this for years.
To Josh Hart. Scores from the post.
There you go. Finally. Shoot your shot.
Rivers into the
Welcome to the stream,
Lead
Sanders
stands at 10.
James.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Josh Hart. Shot from the lane won't go. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
New Orleans has it. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end.
The
It's
NBA
been
Season
all
7
Rockets.
2020 Primetime Showcase Games live opening season day.
It'll be Rockets basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. And if they were looking good at halftime, Jay, they're really looking good now.
They really turned up that intensity in the third quarter. They were looking to put this game out of reach, and they've come out close to doing that.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Holiday controls the basketball. His guys down big. Screen coming. Ingram here against Nene. Won't go down.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
To Harden.
Here we go. Get him, Don't let him get out.
From long range. No good. Holiday at possession. Down a bundle. To Redick. Here's a chance from long range. Message received. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Short jumper misses. Holiday. Drew Holiday. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
Harden to Fareed. Beyond the arc for 3, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Holiday controls the basketball. 14-point deficit. Goes to the left side. 5 to shoot for the Pelicans. Wide open look, won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Drew Holiday sizing up Eric Gordon. Drew Holiday. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's Rockets ball. Harden. They work it to Capella. Down low. Brandon Ingram snatching it out of the air.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Fires the 3, and the rebound comes down to Holiday. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Redick. No good. That's great defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Harden to Capella. Throws it down. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither.
All right.
Harden at the controls. To Fareed. Covington. Two-point shot for James Harden. Can't connect.
And the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
To Holiday. Clint Capella with the block.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Rockets who are victorious as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
With the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets put on a show in a blowout. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. Check out the leading scores for the Houston Rockets. The Pelicans really lost big in this matchup, and you can tell it was tough on them.
And it's games like this where veteran players can be so important. They've been through these types of blowouts, and they know what it takes to keep a locker room united.
Here are the guys who put up the most points for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Game track. Assists.
The Houston Rockets were very impressive in the way they shared the ball, giving each other the opportunity to not just take good shots, but great shots. That's what I believe made the difference for them in this game, that being the great assist.
Player of the game.
James Harden gets rewarded for the way he provided his teammates with plenty of easy baskets. His assist total is certainly indicative of his clever playmaking.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a look at what's coming up for the Houston Rockets.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose, signing out.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Moda Center in downtown Portland, Oregon. Tonight, it's the Portland Trail Blazers getting set to match up with the Los Angeles Lakers. The Blazers secure the opening tip, and we're underway in Portland. Lillard to McCollum. 49 wins for the Trailblazers last year. That was good for third in the West. Jay, what's your projection for this season?
Well, the projection is that they can't afford to stumble out of the gates, which they've done over the last couple of seasons. Unfortunately, I think this team is stagnant to a certain degree. They have great talent, but I don't think they have the pieces to win in the gauntlet of the West.
James. Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go. To Lillard. To Anthony. McCollum. No good. That's great defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Anthony in a matchup with Boogie. Nothing going here on that drive. To Anthony. Fires the three. Textbook mellow. Hand in his face. Lets it fly and scores.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
James to Danny Green. The jumper's off the mark. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Danny Green. To James. Hassan Whiteside. Tips it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Hassan Whiteside. Fine to shoot. Rondo. Not that time. He missed it. McCollum with the basketball. Leads 5.
Defensive foul to number 14, Danny Green. That's his first personal foul. Team foul.
C.J. McCollum at the line for 2 shots. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one, count it.
Into the game.
And he makes them both. It's Cook with the basketball. They trail by 7. And he'll head to the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Knocks down the first.
Good shot, man.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Portland has the ball. To Anthony. Takes stock of the floor. To McCollum. Here comes the screen. McCollum up against the 8-time All-Star. Anthony, a shot, no good.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
To James. Shot from the lane won't go.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Here comes the screen. McCollum to Rodney Hood. Wide open look won't go. LeBron into the front court. 5-point game. And draws the foul.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
LeBron James has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 73%. Oops, he missed the first one. Missed the second as well. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
There you go. I like seeing the scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Hood to Anthony. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
The Blazers are now in the penalty.
LeBron James, couple of free throws on the way. He's struggled so far. First try, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Work it down to Nurkic. Short jumper off the mark. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Quinn Cook. Substitution being made in this one.
Number 0, Kyle Kuzma.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Slam down. Yusuf Nurkic cleans it up. Long heave from 3/4 court. 1 quarter down. The Blazers have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Into the front court comes Rondo. Margins 8. To Kyle Kuzma. Hassan Whiteside sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Lillard. McCollum. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Damian Lillard trying to cash in on the 3-point play. Career 88% from the line. Free throws good for Lillard. The Blazers add 1 more to their total. Lakers ball. To Howard. Blazers have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
C.J. McCollum. He engulfed him that time. Rondo into the front court. Down 11. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
JaVale McGee at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. History not on his side. 58% from the line. And he missed the free throw. Goes to the left side. McCollum to Lillard. D's got it. Damian Lillard, 3 for 3 in this first half.
And a lot of folks last year, including myself, were surprised that Dame was named first-team All-NBA ahead of Russell Westbrook. Look, I love Dame's game, but come on, man. Russ averaged a triple-double for the second season in a row. Stop it.
Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Portland's got it. Lillard, defended by Howard. Here comes the screen. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper misses. Kuzma matched up with Tolliver. To Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. He's 2 for 2 now.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
To Lillard. To McCollum. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. Danny Green sizing up McCollum. Shot from in close, no good. Here comes the screen. JaVale McGee, huge block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Shot by McCollum won't go. Here's Rondo with it. Right now, down 7. To Danny Green.
2 minutes left in the second quarter.
He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws.
That's me. I got ball.
Lillard. Nothing going here on that drive. Lillard for 2. Shot by Lillard, no good. Rondo with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Kuzma guarded by McCollum. Nothing going here on that drive. Kuzma. Knocks it down off the step back.
You know what I liked about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Number 20, Carmelo Anthony, entering the game for the Lakers. Number 2,
Lillard to Anthony.
1 minute remaining in the second quarter.
To Ken Bazemore. Hassan Whiteside. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like I was a bug at the park.
And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way.
No basket.
Trailblazers with the basketball. Lillard to Anthony. Whiteside. Can't connect from in close.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Quinn Cook picked up by Tolliver. From the painted area, won't go down. D's got it. Damian Lillard, 4 out of 7.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Rondo, defended by Tolliver. That misses with 2 seconds to go. Layup's good at the buzzer. Nice finish. And the first half has come to an end. First half in the books with the Blazers in front.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Trailblazers dominated this matchup from the opening tip, and they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. These are the guys getting buckets for the Portland Trailblazers. The Lakers may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Missed threes.
The Los Angeles Lakers are having problems defending the three in this matchup. You can guarantee the coaching staff is touching on that in the locker room.
They got off to a slow start with most of their misses in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Jay, the Lakers, not just a great franchise, but they are a brand in the NBA. With LeBron James, what do you make of Laker fans accepting him maybe now or down the road as one of their own?
They better accept him now. I agree wholeheartedly with Jeannie Buss when she said they're not Laker fans if they're not happy about LeBron James. He is a Laker, and this is one of the most loyal fan bases we have, not just in this country, but in the entire world. The most Twitter followers of all the teams in the NBA.
Trailblazers take over to Anthony. To Lillard. D's got it. Damian Lillard. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
It seems like yesterday I was rapping with this kid during the NBA pre-draft workout. He looked scrawny. Nobody knew if he could really make it. But the arrow continues to point straight up for Dame Lillard. Another terrific season. A first-time All-NBA first-team player. Tied for 4th in the league in scoring last year. This kid is no doubt about it. Dame time.
LeBron James wants it. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
I got ball.
Lillard to McCollum. Anthony. And the rebound gathered in by Davis. Into the front court comes Rondo. The deficit now up to 5. LeBron James picked up by Carmelo Anthony. LeBron James, 3 for 6 now.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
To McCollum. Anthony. Damian Lillard. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. Rondo into the front court. His guys down 3. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
McCollum to Anthony. It's Lillard for 2. Jumper's good.
From somebody who loves to score a lot himself. Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
Hassan Whiteside able to recover with the block. That's his 3rd block this evening. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Number 8, Markieff Morris.
And he's going to the free throw line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Trailblazers are in the penalty for the Los Angeles Lakers.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. He's struggled so far. Misses the first. Knocks down the second after missing the first.
Way to hit. Way to hit.
It's Portland ball.
I'm here. I got ball.
To Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
James to Davis. Hassan Whiteside snatching it out of the air. 4th this contest.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
And he throws it down. Big finish for Hassan Whiteside.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Nothing going here on that drive. James to Davis. Down to 5 on the 24. Here's LeBron for 2. LeBron James. With that, he's 5 for 9.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Portland has the ball. To Rodney Hood. Screen coming.
Coming left.
Hood Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Desperation shot here from half court. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. The Blazers have the lead. It's the Blazers with the basketball as we start the fourth quarter, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
To Ken Bazemore, down low Nurkic. Old school, backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Across the timeline comes James. The deficit is 6. To Cousins. Anthony Davis. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Anthony. Here comes the screen. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Here's Rondo with it. His guys trail now by 4. They'll get it down to Davis. Slams it down.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Here comes the screen. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Short jumper misses. To Anthony. It's Cousins with the rebound. Davis to James. Yusuf Nurkic rejects it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Lillard to Whiteside. DeMarcus Cousins with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Lillard to Anthony. Here comes the screen. Anthony sizing up Cousins. Anthony Davis pins it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Anthony buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark. Lillard up against Cook. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Anthony Davis swats it. James into the front court. His guys now down by a point.
I got ball. That's me.
Dame rises, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Deep right corner. Davis to Cousins. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Davis hits the three-pointer.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch. But great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Now the Blazers will use a timeout. It's just their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one more. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Number 3, C.J. McCollum. Into the game for the
Lillard to McCollum.
Shot, box up.
Rebound hauled in by Cousins. Cook to bring it into the front court. All tied up, just underway in this fourth quarter. We'll get a stoppage here. Timeout Portland. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. McCollum. Add 2 points to the board.
Look, as a player, this stuff happens all the time. No need to make this into something bigger than what it really is. Move on to the next play, get locked in.
Rondo matched up with Lillard. To Davis. Nothing going here on that drive. Lillard the rebound. 19-footer for the win. The quarter's come to an end. Scoreboard says it's all even. And we're underway here in the extra period. Cousins. Screen coming. To James. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Rondo with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Portland's got it. Lillard to Nurkic. Scores from the post.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
LeBron into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Rondo against the Lehigh product. To James. Yusuf Nurkic with a piece.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Here's James. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
And count the basket inside.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Good. Off a spin.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Lakers at the controls right now. To Cousins. Nothing going here on that drive. Cousins. James. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
LeBron with it up top. His team up by 1. To Danny Green. Chance for LeBron James. Can't connect. Rondo clears the rebound. To Howard. Here's LeBron for 2. And it's Nurkic there for the board. To Ken Bazemore, deep left corner. Dwight Howard sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
McCollum to Ken Bazemore. Lillard. And the finish. Jay, that was unguardable.
The great defenders, the ones that really earn their paycheck, are the ones that refuse to be screened. You stuck to that screen like Velcro.
New blood coming in for both sides. James. Has a chance. Rondo off the mark. Trailblazers with the basketball. Lillard sizing up Cousins. McCollum to Lillard. C.J. McCollum. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
One of the most underrated backcourts we have in the league. Dame with an assist to C.J. is something we hear all the time. No, we actually don't. We should probably hear a lot more of that.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. McCollum defended by Cousins. Gets a shot up off the mark. Into front court comes Rondo. They trail by 1. Davis to Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 73%. And he connects on the first free throw.
That's what you do, baby. That's what you do.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Now the Blazers will use a timeout. They trail by 1. Who's it going to be as they get ready for the final shot? Ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. After the tie-up, let's see who can retain it. And they'll get the intentional foul here with 17 seconds to go. First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. We'll get a stoppage here. Timeout, Portland. They're going to have to draw something up for an open look at a 3. Lillard, defended by Cousins. C.J. McCollum. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better. Rondo sizing up the all-star Lillard. The Lakers get the victory as they win it by a point in overtime. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
The Lakers clock some overtime for today's win. It was a remarkable game for the way it ended, but it was also a terrific game overall. I'm glad to have been a part of it. Check out the leading scores for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Trailblazers
just couldn't close this one out. And even though they shot so well from the field, I bet they're only thinking about the shots they missed. This was a tough game to lose.
What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Portland Trailblazers.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
The chosen one gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This is what the future holds for the Portland Trailblazers. On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
Welcome inside Oracle Arena. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bulls guard Jay Williams. And Jay, next year, the Warriors will move across the bay to San Francisco. But right now, trying to put on another show here in Oakland.
And speaking of a show, how about how many shows we saw in this building? The days of Run TMC, the killer crossover by Tim Hardaway, and how about the sweet shooting of Chris Mullin and Mitch Richmond?
Expect nothing short of greatness within these walls. Jay, it's funny, many Hall of Famers have never won an NBA title. Others had to wait a long time to win their first. How can that change a player like a Kevin Durant?
Well, the best of the best are never the hunted. They're always the hunter. And it starts with that mentality. And for a guy like Kevin Durant, inherently, Ed, he was a nice person. But after winning a championship, he found that he needed to create a different edge. That edge comes with doing more and being different. And he's finding a way to challenge himself each and every day, regardless of whoever the opponent is.
Baseline drive. Short jumper won't go down.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Flushes down the slam. Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
Gilgeous-Alexander over to the right side. Here comes the screen. Chance for Paul. Wide open look, won't go.
But if great shooters keep getting open looks, it's a matter of time before they start knocking them down. You have to start contesting some shots.
Green. To Paul. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. To Gilgeous-Alexander. 4-3. Gilgeous-Alexander forcing one there. Well defended. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Leads 4. Wiggins to Thompson. Here comes the screen. Klay Thompson matched up with Steven Adams. Won't go down. Now Paul with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Oh, bad pass there. Warriors have it. Curry to Thompson. Add 2 points to the board.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Probing the defense. Gilgeous-Alexander to Paul. Here comes the screen. Paul, tough matchup with Draymond Green. Cauley Stein with the rebound. Curry to bring it up. Up by 6. Thompson to Green. Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Shot by Adams. Off iron. No.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
Thompson to Green. Thompson. Yes, Klay Thompson. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
That's the kind of defense they're going to play on him all night. Even though he made that shot, he knows there's nothing easy about this game.
Ball driving, but he can't connect. Wiggins to Thompson. Wiggins to Thompson. Down to 5 on the 24. Thompson. Oh, that's how it's done.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
The Thunder will use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter.
Space is limited, so you must
New blood coming in for both sides.
Substitutions, Oklahoma City.
Schroeder takes aim at Livingston. Short jumper misses. Draymond Green matched up with Patrick Patterson. To Thompson. Nothing going here on that drive. Trying to cash in. Yes, Klay Thompson. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
And like we've seen so many times, this is what you have to worry about with the Warriors. When they get on a run like this, they can put the game to bed in a hurry.
Here comes the screen. Not going to have it this time. Burks matched up with Ferguson. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Draymond Green will go to the line to shoot 2.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
And hits the first free throw. Second free throw off the mark. Still one to come. That'll do it for the period. The Warriors with a commanding lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. The Thunder have the possession. Schroeder. Carmelo Anthony traded, but Sam Presti turns that into Dennis Schroeder.
And I love this acquisition by the Thunder. When you think about Schroeder, he is almost the opposite of what Russell Westbrook is. He is not a ball-dominant guard. He will have the ball in his hands, but he's more apt to make plays quickly with the ball than Russell, who likes to hold on to the ball towards the end of the shot clock.
Thompson to Sean Livingston. Here comes the screen. Livingston picked up by Schroeder. Shot clock winding down to Thompson. Has a chance? Yes, Klay Thompson. Can't ask for much more. He's perfect. 5 for 5 from the field.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Green. And they'll get it down to Thompson. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Here's Schroeder with it. He'll run the offense. Knocked loose. Here comes the screen. Nader defended by Looney. To Adams. The pass set it all up.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Warriors have the basketball. To Thompson. Probing the defense. Klay Thompson guarded by Terrence Ferguson. To Green. 5 to shoot for Golden State. Had a chance, but it's no good. Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. His guys down big. Down to Adams. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down. We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Thompson to Wiggins. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Klay Thompson at the line for 2 shots. A career 85% free throw shooter. First try at the line, no good.
One time. Here we go.
And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Screen coming. Paul to Gilgeous-Alexander. Knocks it down off the step back.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Here's Curry with it up top. They lead it by 14 to Thompson. To Curry. To Wiggins. Has a look. Shot by Wiggins won't go.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Adams. Here comes the screen. Paul has it against the former #1 pick. The screen sets him up for 2. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
Cauley-Stein to Green. Shot clock winding down. Green. Missed it. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Lead is 12. To Wiggins. Green. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Baseline drive. Steph Curry. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot. Deep 3 at the buzzer. first half comes to an end. The Warriors enjoying some breathing room right now.
Thanks, Ed. The Warriors entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead, and they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. These are the guys getting buckets for the Golden State Warriors. The Thunder did a lot of things wrong in that opening half.
At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely.
Have a look at the leading scorers for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Game track. Field goals.
The Oklahoma City Thunder weren't efficient with their shooting, and therefore they weren't effective with their offense. Their field goal percentage is lacking, and it's probably the biggest reason for their first half deficit. The shooting was certainly worst in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
Klay Thompson has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in that first half. Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, stolen by the Warriors. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Draymond Green, a couple of free throws on the way, shooting 66% in this contest. First one, count it. Good free throw shooting, knocks down a pair. Paul across the timeline, down a bundle. Warriors basketball. Andre Robertson snatching it out of the air. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. Curry to Wiggins. They'll get it down to Green. Danilo Gallinari with a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Gilgeous-Alexander. Andrew Wiggins swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
2-point shot for Curry. Steph Curry. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Screen coming. Steph Curry against Chris Paul. To Thompson. Not today. Paul into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Adams. The drive. Right to the basket. Draymond Green rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
It's Golden State basketball to Thompson. Nothing going here on that drive. Klay Thompson against the elite defender Robertson. To Green. Trying to cash in. Green with a shot that won't go down. Paul. It was right there. Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Paul. Green always looking for the steal. OKC now with 4 to shoot. Here's CP3. And the rebound corralled by Cauley-Stein. Possession lies with Golden State. Wiggins to Curry. Nothing going here on that drive. Steven Adams.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Okay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Livingston. Wiggins. Schroeder with the board. To Paul. Driving right to the basket. Ooh, Chris Paul. Ooh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Nothing going here on that drive. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. OKC ball. To Paul. Sizing up the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. To Schroeder. The Thunder down to 4 in the shot clock. It's Paul for 2. Not that time.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Wiggins matched up with Steven Adams. Five to shoot for Golden State. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks, but you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
And he connects on the first free throw. goes 2 for 2 at the line. Paul into the front court. His guys down big. Screen coming. Not that time. Desperation shot here from half court. The quarter comes to an end. The Warriors with a commanding lead. The Warriors won the opening tip, so they have it to start the fourth quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet. But with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
Has a chance. Shot no good there by Gallinari. To Curry. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Add 2 points to the board.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Curry with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Sean Livingston. Down to Cauley Stein. Oh, nice find for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Thunder with the basketball. Schroeder to Paul. Gets a shot up off the mark. Livingston against Adams. Down low, Cauley Stein. Finger roll, finishing with finesse. Paul with it up top. He'll run the offense. From long range. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
And we're going to get a timeout from OKC as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Number 11, Klay Thompson.
Paul, guarded by Livingston.
Number 2.
And the rebound belongs to Golden State. Wiggins to Thompson. scores from the post.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Livingston to Green. Livingston to Thompson. Here comes the screen. Has a look. A shot, no good by Green. Chance for Chris Paul. The shot, almost. Golden State at the controls. Livingston to Thompson. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Now a shot by Thompson, no good. To Paul. Here comes the screen. Paul. Deep right corner. Gilgeous Alexander to Adams. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Steven Adams at the line for a chance at a three-point play. 56% for his career. Free throw good, so they get the three-point play. But it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is. Warriors have the basketball. Steph Curry, here again Schroeder. Gets it in the right corner. Wiggins down to Cauley Stein. Gets a look. Can't hit. Paul sizing up Draymond Green. Here comes the screen. That's no good. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. It's the Warriors who get the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
The EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Warriors
were merciless in this game.
The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. Check out the leading scores for the Golden State Warriors. The Thunder
lost this game long before the final buzzer.
My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this one. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Game track. Steals. Player of the game.
Willie Cauley Stein
could not have been better with his defensive anticipation. He was so disruptive in the way he kept stealing the ball throughout the game.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a look at the upcoming games for the Golden State Warriors. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.